Okay, for this problem, we want to look at a problem that tells us how to find the profit. We have our profit functions, our revenue functions, and our cost functions. And one thing that we want to look at are the difference between what we call the fixed cost and the variable costs. Okay, so let's look at this one. A donut shop sells donuts for $3.29 a dozen. Basically, each box costs $3.29. Now, the shop has monthly fixed costs of $650 to run the shop. That includes the rent, the insurance, lease, etc. And the donuts cost $1.55 per dozen to produce. So, of course, to make donuts, you have to have your sugar, um, your flour, and things like that to make it. Those would be our variable costs because they may go up, they may go down. All right, but right now it's $1.55. So we need to see how many dozen boxes must be sold in order to make a profit. All right, and I'm going to put a question mark right here. So the first thing I want us to look at, and we're going to make this into a regular equation, and this is based on a real problem. If our revenue is greater than our costs, then we have a profit. Okay. But if our cost is greater than our revenue, then we take a loss. Obviously, we spent more money than we made. Okay. So let's see how we want to set this up. Our revenue in this case would be $3.29 a dozen. So in order to make a profit, this must be greater than our cost. Our cost is going to be $650 plus $1.55. So now let's look. I'm going to go again. It's $3.29 per box. Has to be greater than the 650 plus $1.55 a box. So basically what we have coming in, which is $3.29 a dozen, has to be greater than what we have going out. All right. So now we want to set this up, and we're going to set this up just like a regular equation. We want to get our x's on one side of the equation. So we're going to say 329x minus 155x is greater than 650. Okay. Now 329x minus $1.55x, that's $1.74x. So basically, every time we sell a dozen donuts, a box of donuts, we make $1.74. And now, how many boxes must we sell to cover our fixed costs? And that's what we're looking for. So of course, we need to divide both sides by this 174. So that's going to give us 650 divided by 174. So x is greater than 373.5. So we're going to round this. We're just going to say we need to sell more than what? 374 boxes. Anything less than 374 boxes, we're taking a loss. Anything greater than 374, we're making a profit. Not a large profit, but that's the minimum that we need to sell, the minimum amount that we need to sell to make a profit. This is just a quick example of how we look at our fixed cost, our variable cost. This is a real problem based on the donut shop. which we always have to look at.